guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today I wanted to do a Q&A with you guys. I asked you guys on my YouTube, like the community spot, if you had any questions for a Q&A. It's been a couple weeks ago that I asked you guys, and I honestly almost forgot about it until I was looking at the community tab and realized, oh my gosh, I have those questions to still answer. So the first question on here is from Stevie Lawrence. She says, what are your thoughts on plastic surgery? For me personally, I have actually thought about getting plastic surgery for myself. I'm not sure if I've ever told you guys this before or not, but I do have an inverted sternum. My sternum is like the bone in between your chest and everything like that. Mine doesn't lay flat like most people's. Mine kind of protrudes out, and it gives me a little bit, I'm a little bit self-conscious about it, to be honest with you. Especially when it's like beach time and everybody's wearing these cute little bikinis with like the strings going across. I can't do that because it looks like I have an alien coming out of my chest. So I've actually thought about doing plastic surgery to actually do maybe a breast enhancement to kind of cover that area, or to actually have that removed. But to have that removed, it's a little bit scary how they want to do it. They want to actually go in and like cut me open and then cut that bone out, and then once they've done that, replace it with a metal piece, and that's a little bit scary. So for me, I think if you want plastic surgery, that's completely up to you. I have no problems with people having plastic surgery, and like I said, me myself have actually considered it, so I don't have any quarrels with it or qualms with it whatsoever. The next question is from Joe Smith. She says, what is the best meal you've ever cooked? Well, I can tell you the worst meal I've ever cooked. I don't know about the best meal because I don't know. I'm not the world's greatest cook, I'll be honest. But the worst meal I ever cooked was, I tried to replicate a meal from, oh my gosh, what is the restaurant called? It's, oh my gosh, it's a restaurant that my husband loves. But anyway, it was like this pasta dish, and I went through all the effort of getting all the ingredients. I found a dupe recipe for it, and then I made it, and it was horrendous. It tasted like glue, so it was just not good at all. So for maybe best meals, maybe the holiday meals, because I really love like Thanksgiving and things like that. So I guess holiday meals, just because you make so much food. So maybe that. The next question is from Kat Jones. She says, that is such a cute picture of you. What do you do for work? I remember you saying you work with the same company as your hubby. Just curious. Also, how do you deal with mean people online? It also makes me sad. It makes me so sad when I hear YouTubers talking about all the mean comments. So thank you so much about the cute picture. That was a picture I just randomly took one day. So what do I do for work? I do work with my husband. He and I work together. He owns a company where he does garage doors and he does petroleum. And I am actually helping him in the process right now of renovating a new office for us to move into. So that's why I've been a little bit not so present on any kind of social media for a while, because it's a lot of work to renovate it's a huge place that we're trying to renovate. So it's a lot of painting. I've been painting quite a bit. So that is basically what I do. I do work with him. We work together. As for mean comments online, honestly, I just try to ignore them, because something I've tried to teach my kids as well is that you're always going to have people in life that are going to say things to you that are very rude. And the thing you've got to remember is that's their problem, how they feel about you, not your problem. Because I can't care about how you feel about me. I only have to care about how I feel about me. And that's what I try to tell my son, is only worry about how you feel about yourself. Don't worry about how others feel about yourself, because you can't control that. You can't control what other people say or what other people do. You can only control your reaction to those things. So I don't really say much about it. I ignore it most of the time, or I'll delete it. If it's something that's really inappropriate, I'll just delete it, because there's no point in continuing seeing something that's very inappropriate. So, but I don't get too many. I mean, there's once in a blue moon I might get something that's a little bit not so nice, but most of the part I'm okay with what people say. I don't mind constructive criticism whatsoever, so don't ever think that giving me constructive criticism gets me upset. It doesn't. The next question is from Kay Wilson. She says, how do you get all of your samples? You are so sweet and beautiful. Thank you so much, Kay. You're so sweet too. How I get all of my samples. I get most of my samples from like Sephora orders or Ulta orders. Ulta especially, because Ulta has those deals usually where like if you buy like $50 worth of products, you'll get this giant gift bag full of samples for free. So that's typically when I purchase them. Like I'll have a cart ready, and then I see that deal that they have going on, and then I'll be like, yep, now's the time to hit the button. Let's go ahead and get some goodies. So that's how I get most of my samples. But other than that, I mean, with orders mostly. The next question is from Mary Montiero. Hopefully I did not mispronounce that. I'm sorry if I did. She says, yes, I would like to know, you're always beautiful. I watch you. I'd never comment much, but I'm always watching you. I love your videos. So I guess she was just telling me she loves my videos. Thank you so much, Mary. I love you too, honey. The next question is from Lori Arnold. She says, weight loss journey and examples of what you eat in a day. So honestly, lately it has been really bad. I haven't been working out as much because we've been doing so much renovation, and then between that and then me actually working with my husband and trying to keep up with our house here and then still trying to do YouTube, it's been a lot on my plate. So I'm not really working out right now, but when I do work out, I try to work out between 5 to 6 days a week. I try to hit the gym for about an hour at a time. I usually do about a half an hour on the treadmill. I used to do the stepper, but honestly that just kills me lately. It's like, oh, I can get on the road for about 10 minutes and then I'm like, oh, I'm done. So between that, I usually do that, and then also I have some different workout programs. I get bored really easily with workout, so I kind of mix it up, whatever I'm feeling for the day. Like if I'm feeling, hey, I want to go for a run, then I'll go for a run. Or if I'm, hey, I want to lift weights, then I'll lift weights. I kind of do whatever. As long as you're happy with what you're doing when you're working out, that's how you do it. You don't really depend upon a set specific regimen. For me, I've never done that because I can't do that. I can't do a regimen workout where you have to do something every single day. I like to mix it up and change it up, and I think that's what makes it fun and helps me kind of stick to it. Though I have gained some weight back since I did lose my weight initially. When I initially lost my weight, I lost 60 pounds, over 60 pounds, and I've gained back about 10 pounds of that. About 10 to 12 depending upon the day. So I have gained back a little bit of the weight, but honestly that's been almost 5 years now that I've lost the weight. So I'm not so worried about that because you are going to put on a little bit of weight here and there, and I don't think that that's a big deal. I think when you realize that you want to make life changes, that's when you have to realize that it's not really a diet. Like I said, it's a life change. You have to kind of eat in moderation and things like that. I can do like a video and show you guys some of the things I eat during a day, but they're not going to be anything special, I promise you. It's nothing crazy. I just kind of do. That's the other thing. Okay, I reminded myself of something is I kind of stick to the same things that I eat almost every day. I don't kind of veer outside of that too much unless it's like a special occasion or something like that. But most days I eat almost the same thing almost every single day. So some of you probably would be like, oh my gosh, that would be really boring, but repetition is really important for me for food. For food, it's really important because I know if I stick to those guidelines of what I eat and everything like that, then I know that I'm going to be satiated. I know that I'm going to feel good. So those are the things that are important to me. Of course, you do have cheat days. You do have meals where you just eat whatever you want to, but there's days, most of the time, I stick to kind of like the same meals every day. The next question is from Michelle. I'm not going to try to pronounce your name. Your names hopefully are being screenshot up in here. She says, what does your husband do and what does he think of your YouTube? So my husband, like I just said, he owns his own business. So he does do garage doors and he does petroleum. So he will help build gas stations. He builds gas stations. So it's basically petroleum specialist and a garage door specialist. So that's what we do together. We work together. And what does he think of YouTube? He likes it. Initially, when I first started doing YouTube, I'll be honest, I didn't tell him I was doing it. It was probably about a month, maybe a month and a half before I actually even told him I was doing YouTube. I was embarrassed, and I don't know why, because I was just like, so what are you doing in your room talking to your camera by yourself? And it's a little weird when you first start doing YouTube. If you are someone who's new to YouTube, you know when you first sit down and you're talking to the camera by yourself, it's a little bit odd to sit here and do this. So to tell somebody and to try to explain it to somebody, it's a little bit weird. So once he understood it though, he was just like, that's really cool that you do that. And he loves it. He likes that I have a hobby that makes me happy. The next question is from Denise Castleberry. She says, hi Tiffany. She says, such a good picture of you. Thank you so much. When did you start your YouTube channel and how did you get into it? I love your hauls you do. You have a great channel. Love you. I love you too, honey. So for me, I started YouTube. It's been 3 years? For 3 or 4 years now. I have no 3 years. I'm thinking it's been 3 years since I've been on YouTube. It's very slow growing, honestly, because I don't do anything outlandish. I don't do anything crazy on my channel. So my channel grows at a very, very slow pace. I'm not planning to grow at some extreme amount or anything like that. For me, it's basically fun. It's a hobby for me to do. I've never looked at it like a job. I've looked at it like something fun to do. So basically, I started YouTube about 3 years ago, like I said, just because I had watched Liv Loves Her Makeup and I had watched Mama Loves Mascara, and both of those actually made me feel like I could do this because Liv has got such a good personality that I really enjoy, and then Mama Loves Mascara is the same thing. I feel like we all connect really easily because we have just that personality of like your friend, like somebody you could sit down and talk to, and I felt like I wanted to do that with you guys too because I felt like I wanted to chat with people, whereas I don't feel like I have many girlfriends, so I don't get to chat with the girls most often around where I live. The only other girl that I really talk to on the daily is my mom. So, and I'm sure she gets bored of talking about makeup all the time. She's probably like, oh my gosh, please just go do a YouTube video. So that's basically why I started it, just so I could have somebody to talk to about makeup. The next question is from Mama Shauna. She says, first you should make this pic your thumbnail. Thank you so much. She says, where is the first place you would dream of going right after you and your hubby retire? I would love to spend like a month in different countries, learning how they actually live, like what their grocery stores are like and how do they celebrate a holiday, and rent out a typical home. That's a really fun idea. For me, I think I would like to go to Hawaii. We have talked about going to Hawaii for a long, long time, my husband and I have, but it's a very expensive trip. One of my sons, he's kind of excited about going, the other one's not so much, and I don't want to do it like a split family trip, so I think we'll do is just wait until the boys are older, and then if they want to go, they can go, and if they don't want to go, then we'll go by ourselves. So probably that would be the first place I would like to go to, is Hawaii, because I think Hawaii just looks so beautiful. I probably would be scared there because I'm scared of water, I'm scared of heights, so I probably would be scared there, but it would be okay, you know, you have to get through it. The next question is from Mary Montiero. She says, hi beautiful, I would like to know how you stay so in shape and what you do, and a tutorial on bronzing and highlighting. Love the way you do your bronzing and highlighting. Oh gosh, girl, I'm not that good at bronzing and highlighting, to be honest with you. I just kind of sweep it around, do like the 3 shape on the side of your face for the bronzing. For highlighting, I just throw a little bit on. I'm not that great at it, I'll be honest with you. I'm not the world's best makeup artist. I know a little bit. I know like this much. So I'm not the greatest, but I can definitely do a video showing you how I do it. As far as staying in shape, like I said, I kind of maintain what I eat every day. I kind of eat the same thing almost every single day. And then exercising when I'm not busy, I try to work out at least 5 days a week, 5 to 6 days a week. And I vary it up, what I'm doing for the day. It could be a workout video. It might be, I have the Body Boss book thing. I love that as well. I love the treadmill. I love just going outside and getting some fresh air and walking or riding a bike. Anything as long as you're moving. So the thing you got to remember when you're trying to lose weight is just move more, eat less. That's the only thing. That's the key. Move more, eat less. If you can do those 2 things, then you're good. Next question is from Beverly Hearn. She says, food or workout tips. Like to hear about what you eat and workout related stuff. I need some motivation. So again, I was just saying, like, just basically move more, eat less. That's the basic motivation for anything that you want to do, for working out, for trying to lose weight, trying to maintain a weight loss. Just keep on moving, and then don't eat so much. Like, you can eat anything you want to, honestly. That's the thing I think a lot of people forget, is that as long as you're eating in moderation, you can eat anything you want to. So just moderation. The next question is from Ruz ZG. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. She says, hey Tiffany, this is a great pic of you. Your hair looks lighter, maybe a little more blonde. Nice for summertime. Would be nice to hear more about your weight loss, how you've maintained for so long. Also curious to know about your sample Sunday. The products you use for 1 week, do you finish them or do you use them for that week? How do you incorporate them into your regular routines? Thanks. Anyway, enjoy watching your videos. Makes my day brighter. Thank you so much. And that picture, I guess I just need to make that my profile picture because evidently everybody likes that picture. So for me, I would say, again, about the weight loss, just do the basic, move more, eat less, and then eating everything in moderation. So that's my key, honestly. Sample Sunday. So if I do a video on Sample Sunday and there's some products in there that I really enjoy, that I'm like, yes, I want to continue to use these products, then I will throw them in my bathroom cabinet and I will continue to use them throughout until they're gone or until they've expired. So I try to use them up if I like them. If I didn't like them, they just get tossed. It's hard sometimes to incorporate them into your regular routine because sometimes, like, I might have an eye cream that I'm trying out this week and then I get another eye cream. So that eye cream that I just tried out might be really good, but I can't go back to it until I've tried this one. So it's a little bit hard sometimes, but you just have to figure out which ones you like the best. So like put 2 side by side after you finish the 2 weeks. Okay, which one's better? So, and then I'll just pass the ones along that I don't like. The next question is from Alex Johnson, tips for positivity. So positivity, I think, is all about just waking up and being thankful, honestly. Wake up, be thankful, and that's something I'm trying to actually train myself to do, is be thankful and then be positive too, because I have body images. I have body issues or body I don't even know how you call it. But anyway, I have body issues where I don't like everything about myself. And I'm sure that I'm not the only person that feels that way. So sometimes it's important to get up and just be thankful. And then also to say positive things to yourself in the mirror. So get up. Well, whether you look like doo-doo for that morning or you don't, you can find 3 things positive to say about yourself. You can say, hey, your hair looks nice. Hey, your skin looks great. Say these things to yourself. Staying positive like that will help you be positive for the rest of the day. If you start your day positive, then you should stay positive. So I think that's really helpful. I'm not always positive. I don't think that's possible to be completely positive all the time. But I try to be. I try to be as positive as I possibly can be, especially raising 2 boys, because I want them to see the positive sides of life. Because I know that they can see the negative sides. They're in school, so they can see the negative sides. So I want them to see a positive home atmosphere. So I try to be as positive as I possibly can. The next question is from Fuzzy Artesian Soaps, Mary Brown. Would you ever consider doing a meet and greet? Also, do you get a lot of trolls on your page? I see a lot of nice comments, but there always got to be that one person. So would I ever do a meet and greet? I think if I ever had enough people wanting to meet me, absolutely. I would love to do a meet and greet. Not sure where I would do it. Maybe at the beach or something, because that would get me to the beach because I love the beach. But I don't know. I mean, I would definitely do that, but it would have to, I mean, it wouldn't have to be that many. Like 2 or 3 would be plenty. That would be a meet and greet for me. The next question that she said was, trolls on my page. Honestly, I don't. I get maybe 1 comment here and there out of the blue moon, and then mostly I just get thumbs downs. And I've disabled the part where you can see thumbs up, thumb down, just because I remember Liv talking a long time ago from Liv Loves Her Makeup, and she talked about how people can give you a thumbs up or a thumbs down on your video. However, if you go onto Instagram, you can't do thumbs up, thumbs down. If you go onto Facebook, you can't do thumbs up, thumbs down. You can only be positive. You can't do negatives. So why even allow that part? I mean, what's the point? If you're just going to give somebody a thumbs down, what does that do? It doesn't tell the person what they've done wrong. It doesn't do anything, honestly. So I just disabled that part because there's no point in even seeing it. So that's the only thing that I get. The next question is from Kate Domon. She says, such a great picture of you. Thank you so much. The next question is from Christine Runowicz. Okay, first, that's a knockout picture of you. Thank you so much. Would you spend the night in a haunted house by yourself or with a friend? And where's the best place you and your family have gone camping? So would I spend the night in a haunted house by myself? No, absolutely not. Oh my gosh. No, 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 no. I'm too chicken. With others, I've actually considered it recently because my aunt and my mom run a business called the Female Paranormal Activity Investigators, Female Paranormal Investigators, FPI. So that's what it's on Facebook if you're interested in looking it up. But, and my aunt's house is very haunted. So they want me to come to her house and do like a haunting thing. And I'm a little scared too. But if I did, if you guys want to see it, I can definitely film it. I can film it for you guys, but they want me to do that. But I'm a little chicken. I'm like, oh my gosh, what if they like dredge up some really scary stuff? I'm a little bit scared. So I don't know. I'm thinking about it, but we'll see. My son, he's very interested in doing it, but me, I'm a little scared. And the best place we've ever gone camping, for a kid, when I was a kid, I remember my favorite place was going to a place called Bentonville. I loved going there. That was so much fun because my whole family would go and we'd have all these tents. My uncle would bring this huge wok and he would cook everything in that huge wok. It was just amazing. Now, as far as camping, we have a camper set up at a campground, and that's really fun too because we can go to the camper and then we can play games with the boys and things like that. But I've never really camped much, so I would like to explore more camping. The next question is from Classic Ashley. She says, do you have a makeup budget and does your husband know what you spend on makeup? I ask because my hubby does not. So do I have a makeup budget? Now I'm trying to put myself kind of on a makeup budget because I don't think I need to spend quite as much as I used to. Before I was just trying to build up my collection, and now I'm realizing I built up a collection and now what am I going to do with all that makeup? So I'm trying not to spend as much now. Does he know how much I spend on makeup? Well, no. We'll just leave it at that. The next question is from Caitlyn Bazinet. If you could only choose one makeup brand forever, LOL. And also when your love for makeup began, maybe meet your husband too soon. I'm sure he's just as bright as a soul as you are. Oh, thank you so much. I've been trying to convince him to come on my channel, but I don't know if that'll happen or not. I'll keep on trying. If I could only choose one makeup brand, it would be Too Faced. I love Too Faced. I love their foundations. I love their mascara. Kind of like their mascara. I love their eyeshadows. So I think Too Faced would be the brand. When did my love for makeup begin? Honestly, not until I was older. When I was younger, when I was in high school, the only makeup I wore was mascara, which I was always terrible at. I'm not sure why I even tried that. I wore mascara and lip gloss. That is all I wore the entire time I was in high school. I didn't actually start wearing makeup until my son was 4, which means that's been 12 years ago. So I started wearing makeup when he was 4. But then again, I was only wearing just a little bit. So until I really started doing YouTube and watching YouTube, that's when I really got into makeup. So that's been about 4 years ago now that I've started watching YouTube and everything. The next question is, how do you anticipate life being different when you're empty nesters? Are you more excited or more sad? Oh, so empty nesters. I'm excited because my husband and I, we had our children pretty young. I was 19 when I got pregnant with my oldest son. And we had only been dating for a short amount of time. So I think it'll be good for us to actually spend some time together. And I don't mean to say this and sound bad, but not with children. So we've raised our children almost. My oldest son is 20 this year. He's 20 next month, actually. And then my youngest son is 16. So we're getting close to where it's just going to be him and I. And I think it'll be some time for him and I just to kind of rekindle that romance that we first had when we first started dating, that we still have. But you know what I'm saying? It's hard when you have children because your main focus is them. You have to focus all your attention, anything you're doing, they come first. So I think it'll be nice, but at the same time, I know I'm going to cry because when my oldest son went off to college the first year, I cried for like 2 weeks straight. Not kidding. I would walk past his room, I would cry. I would smell something that smelled like something he would cook or something he would wear, I would cry. I was terrible. The next question is from Doralyn Sue. She says, are you still interested in having a 3rd child? Willing to do anything to make that happen, i.e. fertility doctor, watching one of your videos currently. Love your channel. Thank you so much. We were interested in having a 3rd child. When my youngest son was 8, so that means 8 years ago, I had my tubes reversed. So I did have a tubal ligation when I had him. So 16 years ago, I had my tubes tied. 8 years ago, I had them reversed. So, and then we did get pregnant using some fertility drugs, but unfortunately I lost the baby. So it didn't carry through. So that didn't happen. And they've given us the option of doing IVF, but my husband and I have decided that we just don't want to go that far because if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. We're just not willing to push that hard to try to have another child because we do have 2 children and we're fortunate enough to have those 2 that we have. So if I ever had the opportunity to adopt a child, I would absolutely do that. The next question is from D. Bulid. I'm not even going to pronounce your last name. I'm sorry. She says, Tiff, are you an outdoorsy girl? How about sewing? Any cool hobbies you'd like to share, and what is your favorite thing to collect? Am I an outdoorsy girl? It depends. So if you had given me yard work to do, like flower gardening or like weeding or things like that, I love being outside. But just to be outside, I'm not a huge person to be outside because bugs really bother me. I get either really hot or really cold. I'm just not a huge person for outside. So no, not really. Unless you're giving me chores to do. If you're giving me chores to do, I love being out there. How about sewing? I am not a good sewer. My mother-in-law, she is a great seamstress, so anything that I have to have sewn, she does it. She does a fantastic job. Any cool hobbies you'd like to share? I love scrapbooking, which is something that I'm going to be getting back into, hopefully very, very soon, because my husband and I, like I said, we're renovating a new office, which the office space is going to allow me to have a scrapbook room or craft room there at the office because there's an extra room. So I'm going to be renovating this room as well because a lot of my scrapbooking stuff is in here, but it's just too crowded to get to it. So you guys will be seeing a tour of this room once everything is redone. It'll be a few more weeks, so hopefully we can get to it soon. But I will be doing some scrapbooking, so if you guys are interested in maybe seeing some scrapbook videos, definitely let me know. So as far as collecting makeup, any tips? This is from Candy Floss. Any tips for a person who isn't as confident as you are? You always seem so confident and happy. Honey, I'm not confident at all. Like I said, I have to get up every morning because I lack self-esteem. Honestly, I just lack self-esteem. So when since I started doing the little thing where I get up and I'm thankful, first of all, just be thankful. Say something that you're thankful for, and then look in the mirror and say something that you're happy about yourself, or something that you just say positive things about yourself. Just say positive things. Positivity goes a long way. So as long as you can figure out how to love yourself, then everything else around you should fall in place. So that's the thing that I've learned the most, is just trying to love myself, because I've had some traumatic experiences over my life that have made me not love myself so much. So, but just trying to love yourself, basically. The next question is from Denise Castleberry. She says, are you going to do an upgrade? Are you going to upgrade the BoxyCharm? I just saw a clip. It's a huge box. I will have some of the products everyone gets, but lots of added extras. It will be every 3 months when it comes out. Not sure of pricing, but I'm getting it, she says. I think I want to upgrade. You guys let me know if you're upgrading as well. The next question is from MYT. She says, what is your life outside of what is your life like outside of YouTube? Job and family. So for job, like I said, I work with my husband. For family, my oldest son, he is in college. He goes to UVA. My youngest son is 16. He is on the football team, so he plays football. So we go to football games. We have the Friday Night Light games, which is really exciting this year. This is our first year for Friday Night Light games. And that's my favorite show too. That's a really great show. But other than that, it's just basically based around our kids. Our life is based around our kids and our 2 little fur babies. The next question is from Nora Dean. She says, I would love to see your beauty room. That will definitely be coming as soon as we get everything situated from here and moved over to the new scrapbook room, and then I can resort everything in here. And the next question is from Melissa Lundeen. She says, how did you start your channel and why? I started my channel, I was inspired by Liv Loves Her Makeup and Mama Loves Mascara. Those were my inspirations. So I wanted to just kind of chat with people who love makeup just like I do. So basically that's why. The next question is from Joe Smith. She says, I would love to hear more about your family's ghost hunting adventures. So let me know if you want me to do the ghost hunting thing with my aunt and my mom, because I can definitely do that, because that would be fun, but I'm probably going to be screaming. So be prepared to not wear your headphones. The last question on here is from Bree Pont. Maybe this is more of a video idea, but I'd love to hear more about your weight loss journey and how you keep yourself in check. I love you and your content. I love you too. So for me, like I said, it's basically for food, you have to basically eat the same thing that you like, something that you know you like, kind of stick to that. That's within, if you're counting your calories, or if you're counting carbs, or if you're counting whatever. I don't really count any of that. I just know that these are the things I like, and I know that they're not going to really be too much for the day. So eat in moderation. So you can eat anything you want to, as long as it's in moderation. And then of course the biggest rule is move more, eat less. So it doesn't matter what you're doing, just move around, do something. So get up and move around, and then just eat less, and you will maintain, honestly, or you will lose. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little Q&A. Thank you guys so much for the questions. If you guys would like to do another Q&A, if you have some more questions, just let me know below, because I can add those to the next Q&A. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.